Hey Deborah, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, Maya. It's great to see you again.
Hi. Well, so the reason, oh, look, you have your cute little doggy back there. The reason I invited you here today is to talk about this transformational experience that you had in hypnosis with me. So, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say I am so honored and happy to do this testimony. My journey to get help for my PTSD from a military sexual assault started in 2017, and I was sent to talk therapists. I was offered antidepressants, which I would not take, and nothing was helping. Things were getting worse.
Mhm.
And the thought of seeing a talk therapist once a week for years and years and still being in so much incredible pain was not an option for me. So I tried equine therapy, which was amazing, highly recommend. I did some art therapy, and then my art therapist moved to Colorado.
Mhm.
And at that time, my good friend Gail said, well, there's this hypnotherapist that's been helping me a lot. Her name's Maya. And I said, sure, where's she at? Canada. I said, oh, over Zoom. That should be fun. And I was
Skeptic.
uh, yeah, at first. And then Gail assured me how great it was. And she was telling me all this success she was having. So I said, sure, I'll try it. And we did not have, I don't know how many sessions I had with you, but it wasn't a lot.
Yep.
But in those short time, I transformed, I changed so much. I got rid of a lot of anxiety, my anger at the VA, which I needed the VA for my medical, but I was so angry I couldn't even pick up the phone to call them because of how they treated me. But through you, I was able to release that anger and let it go. I was also, when things are bad, I remember things we did through the hypnosis. And one of them was you through hypnosis, I got to meet my future self,
Yep.
who's this amazing, strong person that helps
Who
heal
I'm
other
looking
people.
at. Yep.
And so I got to meet my future self, and I hang on to that. And I also got to meet my younger self that was sexually assaulted, and to be able to give her a hug and help her heal.
Yep.
And through all of that, I've my life is you've helped me transform my life. Things are so much better now.
You're gonna make me cry.
You're
Just to remind you, you transformed it. But yes, we did it together, and I for sure. The dog, he's like, let me out. Oh, what's it like? Like what's the feeling of being in a session?
I'm sorry, what?
What's it like? What's the feeling of being in a session? What's it like? What's the feeling of it?
The feeling?
Yeah. What's the feeling of being in hypnosis session?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I couldn't hear. The dog's jumping all over the place.
You're
One sec.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now I can hear.
What I was asking was just what's the feeling of being in the session? Like, what does it feel like?
Oh, it's amazing because like I said, I've done the talk therapy route, and that was painful. It
Yeah.
was not helpful driving across town to see the therapist. I have so much anxiety. I would leave the therapist's office, sit in my car crying, saying what helped, and I couldn't come up with anything. Nothing was helping.
Yeah.
But when I had my sessions with you, I was at home with my laptop on, sitting there with my laptop in a very relaxed position, usually just lying on my couch. And through the hypnotherapy, I would fall asleep. Sometimes I would even fall asleep.
Yeah.
But after the session was done, Maya, I would ask myself, well, first I would say, wow,
Cool.
didn't
I'll
see
take it.
that coming.
Good. Good. It's awesome.
And I would feel wonderful. I
Mhm.
would feel like I was healing. that
Yep.
something was now working,
Mhm.
and that my future was even brighter. And there was so many things I knew I could, if I could overcome certain things, there was nothing stopping me. There were so many different things I could overcome. So the feeling with you was relaxation,
Mhm.
safe. I felt safe. I felt relaxed. I had hope. I was excited about the future. And like I said, after your sessions, I would feel great. I would not have to cry and ask myself, what was the point of that? Because so many good things came out of it. And usually after the sessions, I would journal
Cool.
about what we talked about. And then I would go back and revisit the journals from time to time to so I could remember, the things we talked about. But like I said, in those short sessions, a short amount of time, I leaps and bounds of getting rid of my PTSD.
Yeah.
Just it's been amazing.
What you're describing is called multiple outcomes, and it's one reason hypnosis is so cool because once the brain starts to unlock itself, things happen way beyond what you thought you were coming for. So you're describing exactly to me what's so incredible about hypnosis. And so just we sort of started with the transformation, but what was the problem? What brought you in? What were your issues?
The issue was back in 1986, I was in the military stationed over in Germany and I had to go to guard duty, and I was raped by a fellow soldier, and I buried the memory, and I buried it good
Yep.
until 2017 when I went to the VA and asked for I was just going to sign up for medical,
Yep.
and that's when they had a question on one of their forms: have you ever been raped? That's when the memory came flooding back,
Wow.
and it floored me. It brought me it brought me to my knees. I was in and out of mental hospitals. I didn't want to die. I
Mhm.
wanted the pain to stop.
Yep.
And so many people don't understand that with PTSD. For me, it was so painful. I just wanted that to stop. And what helped, like I said, the equine helped with some of the pain, art therapy helped. But with hypnosis with you, that was the callus that just launched me over the hurdles. And I haven't seen you for months, but
Yep.
I, it keep, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it true? Yeah, that's
It's
right.
true.
It's called processing, and that's true. It is a gift that keeps on giving, for sure. I agree with that. That's amazing. I mean, what a great story. And then, I mean, what I remember from your initial sessions was anger. You had a lot of
I
block.
had so much anger. I had so much anger at the psychiatrist. I went to the VA for help. When the memory of the rape started coming back, I went to the VA for help.
Yeah,
And their idea of help was to lock me up in a male psych ward where I was sexually assaulted.
right, of course.
That was not helpful at all.
Not helpful.
Made things worse.
Not helpful.
And then it's, oh, in 6 weeks, you can see a talk therapist. How about some Prozac? And I've done the research, and I knew that was not for me. I was seeking things that would help me. And yes, I had a lot of anger at the VA, but Maya, and this is the anger had been going on since 2017.
Right.
And I couldn't talk to the VA. I would get on the phone with them. I'd turn into a babbling, screaming person that I could not get my needs met through the VA because I couldn't communicate with them. 1 hour session with you, the anger was gone.
Yeah.
I can pick up the phone now and
Yep.
call the VA and ask for help.
Yep.
I was able to walk into a vet center,
Yep.
which I had not been able to do. And I found myself challenging myself to do things like that and realizing that, hey, I'm not angry, and the fear's gone and the anger was gone. So I'm able to do without that anger, I can get my needs met even more through the VA and get so much more accomplished,
I'm,
and know that I can, communicate with other agencies and just get my needs met.
Your story like leaves me speechless, which is everyone who knows me knows I love to talk and I talk a lot, but I really feel with your story, it's like one of those mind-blowing stories, just given how long too you had been, suffering for. So the fastness of the approach just really, makes me so happy that you were able to get some freedom because it's a long time to be waiting.
It is. And my motto when I was trying to get better was just get it done. I don't want to drag this out for years. I would meet other veterans and they see their talk therapist once a week and take Prozac once a day or whatever mad.
Yeah,
And I'd say, well, how long has this been going on? They said, years.
yeah,
Well, no, life is too short and precious. I want to enjoy it.
I
And
love
through hypnotherapists, I enjoy life now.
that.
Next week, I'm flying to Montana for a week to
Love.
see some old friends. I'm living my best life, and that's a gift.
And just so everyone at home knows, what were you doing before that? Were you going
Oh,
out, were you traveling? Were you like,
oh, no, no. After the trauma, I could barely leave the house. I
right?
wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating, I couldn't leave the house.
Yeah.
Family members fell to the wayside because those relationships weren't working anymore.
Yeah.
And that's one of my goals to go back to Montana is to heal some of those family relationships because I'm ready to do it now.
And by the
You
way,
know,
that's a part of the process too, is once those initial things heal in the sessions, then you become open to other levels of progress and healing. So
mhm.
I think this is, all an incredible story. So what are you looking forward to the most now in your life?
Now what I want to do is I want to help other people.
Yes.
I want to help other people heal. And I'm still going to open my veteran retreat center where any veteran who's been sexually assaulted can go there and heal and doesn't have to do the scavenger hunt like I had to do to get the help I need.
That makes me
This journey has taught me so much and I have so many tools and I want to share them with other people. I don't want to see other people suffer. You don't have to suffer. There's help out there. And hypnotherapy is amazing. I've never had it done before. But even after our first session, I was hooked. I was like, wow, this is fast. This works fast.
so
You don't
fast.
have to spend your rest of your life in trauma.
You have me in tears partly for your story, but partly for my own because I also spent so many years in talk therapy and I just got to the point of wondering like, does this end? Is there an end point? I mean, how long do I need to sit here? Like I just couldn't wrap my mind around why it's so hard to, you know, see a path. It just seemed like it had no system to it. So that's how I became
Mm-mm.
interested in hypnosis because I thought, no, come on, there's got to be a way to get people back to their regular life, to their full happy self.
No, absolutely. And you do it quickly. And like I said, life's short. And me personally, I want to live life and enjoy life
Yeah.
and embrace it. I don't want to spend it being in mental pain. That's no fun.
Or just staying home.
Or
So,
yes.
so what do you say to anyone who is still, hesitating or suffering? What would you say to them about this experience or hypnosis in general?
And I have been telling people about you, by the
Yes,
way.
yes, thank you.
I, it works. What I would tell them is it works fast and it's not painful. The
Right.
hypnosis is not painful at all. Talk therapy, that can depending on your talk therapist, that can get painful.
Yeah,
It's not ripping off the bandage. It's just opening up your subconscious mind and rewiring your brain. And because it's done in your subconscious, it stays with you.
that's right.
All the skills you gave me, I still use.
Mhm.
You with talk therapy, you walk out, I forget everything they say. It doesn't stick.
Yeah,
Hypnosis sticks.
that's right. You nailed it. That's exactly right. I mean, if I could just take that last 15 seconds, That's exactly right. The conscious mind forgets and doesn't know what to do with information, but the subconscious mind, it's just a sponge for that and it wants it. So if we can get there, it's the ticket.
Well, and it rewires the brain.
Yeah.
So I don't have to, I will never go back to who I was. I'm a different person now. My brain's different now.
Right.
It's healed.
It is here.
And
Just
and
look.
again, in a very short period of time. And that's the amazing part. You don't, with hypnotherapy, it's not years and years, it's a few sessions. After the first session, how much I changed after the first session.
That
And
was,
then when we talked about my anger at the VA, that was mind blowing.
yep, I remember. I remember. I know it was those first three, really knocked out a huge amount. And then there were a few more for some, remnants and details. So is there anything else you want to share about yourself or your experience or anything?
Just that I'm grateful I met you. I'm grateful I did hypnotherapy. I'm so pleased with I love my life. I'm very pleased with it. And I'm so proud of myself. When things happen, because life will continue to happen, there are stressors. But when a stressor comes up, I'm handling it and I'm getting over it. It's not staying with me. I have not had an anxiety attack, a panic attack. I haven't been dropped to my knees where, something so traumatic, I can't even stand anymore, which was the case before. And like I said, my anger at the VA is gone. I'm able to make those phone calls. I'm able to get things done. I go out of the house. I have friends. I'm sociable. I'm
Yeah,
loving life.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
enjoying it.
having fun. You're having fun.
Yes, I'm having fun. And like I said, things happen, but I get over it. I can work through it. I have the tools I need. My subconscious has been rewired and I'm able to deal with it.
Oh, that was the best interview ever. I can't tell you how meaningful it is for me to hear that story, first of all, but also to see fun and joy restored in somebody as special as you. I mean, what could be better? What could be a more satisfying work for me? So I'm just super glad you came. I'm so grateful that you trusted me. I'm so grateful you trusted yourself. And I'm just so happy for you. I mean, I can't wait to see what happens next and watch you amazing next steps and help other people. So
Me too. And if any veterans are watching this that
yeah,
have PTSD, yeah, they need to try hypnotherapy because it's not painful. It's fast. No drugs needed. It's amazing.
and they also need to eventually find your retreat center in the future when that happens. So
Absolutely.
I think you're going to make a huge impact. I know you are, and I know you are just by sharing your story right now. So I'm super grateful for you, and thanks for taking the time to tell the story so that other people.
Absolutely.
It's great to see you and have fun. Whatever you're doing next, go enjoy
Thanks,
the rest of
Maya.
the day. Have fun with the dog.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Take care of yourself. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.